My parents got divorced 4 years ago.
My mom was very lonely. She was on a Tyler Perry fan page on Facebook. She started scrolling through it, liking everything.
This person reached out to her claiming to be Tyler Perry, and he stated that they'd known each other since they were children.
He started telling her, "You're beautiful, I love you, baby, and I'm here for you."
We've been communicating a long time. He says, "I will forever love you, baby. In everything you do, you are a lifesaver."
She's never spoken with him. She's never met him.
They've only communicated through text. Anytime he has tried to video chat her, it is a blank screen. It is black. At some point, Tyler Perry asked my mother to marry him and that they have an actual legal document stating that they are married. But she has never seen this legal document. The real Tyler Perry has a 2-year-old child, and this fake Tyler Perry has convinced my mother that she is the biological mother of the real Tyler Perry's son. She has not given an explanation as to how that could have possibly happened.
The situation has gone so far to make my mother believe that one of her children, being me, is the offspring of Tyler Perry. That's outlandish because I know who my father is. It's just ridiculous.
I met Tyler Perry through his official Facebook account. Tyler was a complete gentleman with me. It made me feel awesome. I was intrigued by not only his intelligence, his talent, and his old-fashioned classic ways. He's written poems. He did tell me that he loved me, and I told him that I loved him. We instantly connected. Our primary way of communicating was email, hangouts, text messaging. I didn't talk to him on the phone. I tried on many occasions to get him to meet me face to face, and for some reason, he always came up with some reason not to.
You are married to Tyler Perry.
Yes, I am.
And for how long?
Approximately 2 years.
2 years. Now, y'all met on Facebook, right?
Well, actually, Tyler's picture from his official Facebook account started appearing all over my screen. Every time I would go on, it would appear as though he was trying to get my attention, and so.
But you were married at the time.
I was married at that time.
Yeah,
so
you
nothing
weren't.
really happened at that time. He sat back a little bit and watched for some time as I was going through my divorce.
Now, he proposed to you on...
Via video, he proposed to me.
On video?
Through an app. Mm-hmm.
So you saw him?
No, I didn't see him. I don't know if a lot of people know the phrase, we walk by faith, not by sight. And so we were walking only by faith. I have not seen him face to face.
I have the proposal, actually, you shared with us. Tyler, now, I want to propose to you now. Am right here, I want to propose to you now. Close your eyes, will you marry me? You remember that?
I remember it like yesterday at 3-something in the morning.
Did you close your eyes?
Yeah, yes, I did at the time.
Well, how could you read it if you closed your eyes? You had to read it and then close your eyes, right?
He only wanted me to close my eyes for a moment. I closed my eyes for a moment,
right.
and then he sent the last one. He asked me to marry him.
Right. And were you surprised?
No, I wasn't surprised.
But it's been 2.5 or 3 years that you've been married.
Yes, sir. I've never been one to obsess over any celebrity. I'm not one to just haphazardly just make anything up for any type of attention. I don't even like attention. I'm a very private person. I'm here because I want my God-sent blessing. Tyler, which I have been hoping that he would be here, to put my daughter's mind at ease, because my family have been thinking that I've been in a relationship with an imaginary individual.
Well, in fairness to them, you've never met him face to face.
Right, so I understand that,
because you went to
I
a play.
understand their concern.
You went to a play in New Orleans, right?
I went to.
And you didn't meet there.
I've been to a lot of his plays.
But he invited you to Thanksgiving.
We were invited to Thanksgiving for one Thanksgiving, and when we went there, we weren't We stayed at my sister's place. We weren't able to go.
We never got the address, actually.
We never did get the address.
So he invited you to Thanksgiving, but then didn't give you the address?
When we got there, there was a change of plans. But then he posted something. See, a lot of people, you have to understand, we've been walking by faith. He's let me know that he has known me longer than I ever thought that he did. I've known him a very long time. He's a little bit more connected to my family than I even knew.
You say you have a unique way of talking. He says, so now I'm busy checking up on you, and now it a blank crim to you. Look here, Karla, if you continue this way, am sorry, we will have to find each other ways if you don't change 3 from now till Christmas. Am giving you a grace of chance now or never see me in divine order. Kindly know me when you have make the transfer. Tyler Perry is a very good personal friend of mine. He doesn't talk that way.
I know that, but I don't know I don't know where that text message come from, or if you guys went through. I have over 6,000 photos in there, and some of that is mixed in with individuals who did try to pretend to be him. If I was able to actually see it and know, because there's 2 different individuals. He is a playwright, and
well, don't tell me about him. I know him. I've met him. You haven't even met him.
I know I haven't met him.
But either way, Mom,
Here's
either way, all the
You said you wanted to see the whole text. Here's the whole text. Here's the whole text. Here is the details of where you can transfer the money if you want to support Mr. Tyler Foundation.
I should have known. You don't pay attention?
Bank name, blank, bank. Name, Marlise blank. Routing number, account number. Thank you and God bless you as you show your support and cares to the kids. Kindly know me when you have make the transfer, and God bless. Okay? He was asking you for money there to make a donation, right?
Yes. I found out that was one of his counterparts, that sent me that. But the truth of the matter is, it was one of his counterparts that was utilizing his name. So I'm aware of that. I am aware of that.
Well, there is no...
Marlise, I'm
but
aware.
There is no Mr. Tyler Foundation.
I didn't say that there was a Mr. Tyler Foundation. I know that there is no Mr. Tyler Foundation.
But he says there's a Mr. Tyler Foundation. There is no Mr. Tyler Foundation.
Okay, but that was just the terminology that was used.
Mm-hmm.
So you're aware that this is fake?
But what you have to understand is Tyler and I have been walking by faith for years. And we have had individuals come in and try to either pretend to be him and try to distract us from continuing on, who despised our relationship.
But you did give money to the cancer charity.
I have given money. Anytime he asked me to help to support, I would. And he even asked me in the name of his mom. And specifically it was a New Orleans project
But you gave money to a cancer charity that was Seattle Street in Shelby, North Carolina. And we didn't show all of it, but we actually checked that address, and it's a blank field. I don't want for you to wind up a year from now or 6 months from now or whenever from now, and this person have drained you of money that you have worked so hard for all of your life.
That's already done. It's okay.
Who is Dennis?
I don't know. Dennis who?
You say, hey, Dennis, have a great day. God bless. Dennis, you too, dear. Karla, send your address so Tyler can invite you to a private event.
Oh, Dennis is just one of my Facebook friends.
Now, according to Pigbusters, this online organization that catches internet scammers, Dennis, who I can't show his last name, I couldn't pronounce it if I did, but this Dennis has actually 2 aliases.
Okay.
His location is Nigeria. He is a Nigerian scammer. This person that you're saying, have a nice day, you too, dear. He is.
Well,
he's,
anybody could say it. People who be nice or say that to me. I'm just, I talk to people. I love everybody in Christ. These are just Facebook friends.
I think
I don't
actually,
even know who he is.
I think actually Tyler slipped one day and sent a text message from the Dennis account instead of the Tyler account.
That could have been
And
it too.
so it popped up. And now I want to show where this money is actually going because we've been able to track that. Karla thinks she's sending money for Tyler to Beverly Hills or Atlanta, but actually her money has
No,
ended up going
I wasn't
to
sending
Dennis.
No. I was never sending to Beverly Hills or Atlanta. There. I was sending over. I did send to Africa for a foundation. And
Well, it's
Oprah-
all wound up in Nigeria,
Okay.
one Christian to another. Will you make an agreement with me that you will have a counter signer? So if you're going to send money, one of these two has to sign with it.
No, I don't need a signer because I won't be sending any more money.
Well, then it won't matter.
Because in other words, it would be like you're establishing that there has been, because of the pattern, like there's a habit, like I have a sickness in that area, and I don't.
Well, wait a minute. If you're not going to send it, if you're
I'm
not
not
going
gonna
to
be
send any
sending any
money, then
money.
it doesn't matter.
That would mean that you have assessed that I need to have somebody, that I have a habit so much so that I need to have.
You know what I'm assessing?
talking to the doctor.
It's to care for you, Mom.
You know what I'm You know what I'm assessing? You know what I'm assessing?
What are you assessing?
I'm assessing that there are predators in this world that have targeted a good-hearted woman, and I want to make sure that we are as good at what we do as they are at what they do.
So you're saying to have someone sign when I want to send money abroad is what you're saying, or
To
when I
any
want...
kind of charity, any kind of donation, anything, and certainly anything to do with Tyler Perry.
Because you don't want to be scammed as well, Mom. You want us to also help you, look into these organizations.
They've got a team. Let us be a
Right.
team.
We'll help you and make sure your money's going to where it needs to be. That's all, Mom.
Okay, I have two daughters sitting over there, so how you gonna select one over the other?
No, it doesn't matter.
Make it be 3 signatures, yours and both of them. I don't care. Either one of them. It can be either one of
Dr.
them.
Phil.
It can be either one of them.
I like you, Dr. Phil. You know that.
I live with my grandmother. She is talking to an individual who she thinks is Post Malone. She is convinced that they're engaged.
I know it's a scammer playing my grandma, pretending to be Post Malone.
My reaction was, this is a joke. Gotta be a joke.
In what world would a 27-year-old rap star who can have any girl he wants to do with a 70-year-old woman?
Listen, you never seen him. If it's like a pen pal, who cares? But this is going too far.
When my grandmother hears Post Malone on the radio, the next thing I know, she's dancing all over. Hey, that's my husband. That's my man. It's embarrassing.
Just like having a teenage grandma that's running around, sneaking with some guy, hiding her phone, locking herself in her room.
Who's that texting you, Post?
Yes.
Can we see it?
No.
I've tried to talk to her about dating other guys, but she's dead set on Post Malone. He's gonna be here any day now to pick her up on a plane. Wouldn't you want somebody that you could physically see and touch? She thinks that Post Malone is watching her every move. She thinks that he is making a documentary based on her life.
My grandma wears low-cut shirts, walks outside naked because she wants him to see her body.
I asked her, what's there to watch a 70-year-old woman do? What's there to see? I asked her why they never talked on the phone. She said it's just part of the magic, and it's all about him earning her trust. We live in a small town, and everybody knows my grandma thinks she's dating Post Malone. It's embarrassing.
You say you're in a relationship with Post Malone.
Well, yes. We've been friends, texting over 2 years.
Okay. Do you have other friends that you've never met in person?
No.
So out of all the friends that you have in your entire life, this is the only one you've never met in person.
Right. She's always got an excuse that he's going to come, that he's busy, but we're going to meet.
Well, he sent you some rings.
Supposedly, that was my promise ring.
He sent you these promise rings.
Why would a millionaire send you a fake ring?
Because he's in the games.
When you're in a relationship with someone, treating them with dignity and respect that's not about games.
Right.
And he sent you these rings, and you said they're not real and they turn your fingers green.
You probably bought it with her money.
What did he tell you about coming to see me?
That I didn't need to go to Dr. Phil.
Of course he would.
Well, he says, no, my queen, am coming for you. Never want you to get mad. No need of Dr. Phil, my love.
Right.
And you say, great, then I will be expecting you to get me, baby. My hotel room, whichever better for you, baby. I have a room to myself. Time for the truth, my king. California. Then he says, okay. And you say, Hotel Roosevelt. He says, I want us to be together in our house, my queen. Yes, I will have a drink of your wine, baby. Yes, love, the wine is lovely.
Exactly. That's why I brought both my cell phones, and I have talked sweet many days when I could have reached through that phone. Yeah. But I give them both my phones, access to my phones to see what I'm going through.
He didn't show up, did he?
No. I have been
And you said he had a Jamaican accent to protect his identity?
Anytime he's called, I don't call him. And the 3 or 4, 5, 6 times he's called me, it'd be a Jamaican accent.
And why?
To supposedly hide his identity.
From who?
From me.
But he's telling you who he is. Why would he hide his identity from you?
I don't know. Playing the game.
Well, have you given him your credit card information?
I have.
Social Security number?
At the very first, but I've never been taken.
Okay. Address?
Well, yeah, he sent the rings.
And bank information?
Yeah, I have.
So you give him your credit card number, your Social Security number, your address, and your bank account information?
But not the new bank. I switched banks.
And you gave him your signature on a document?
Well, that was, what was it, inheritance from his grandfather.
Okay, well, this is not an essay question. You gave him your credit card number, your Social Security number, your address, your bank account information, and your signature.
At the very first.
Well, that's a yes.
Yes.
That was just last year.
But I've had no problems.
There's no but. You either gave him that information or you didn't.
I did.
So that's out there. You gave that to him. Okay. And you said you couldn't afford a private investigator, so you couldn't get one. I did. Because you said you couldn't track down these phone numbers and all. And I did. The phone numbers that he's using for you are not his phone numbers. I know that. The phone numbers that you're getting given are numbers that belong to anonymous text and calling apps. These are internet numbers that can bounce around the internet, so it can look one time like it's coming out of Mexico, another time that it's coming out of Europe, another time. So you can't track them down. They're bouncing off of satellites, but they're not Post Malone's phone number.
Well, I knew that. I knew they was like
No,
coming.
you didn't know that.
Yeah, I did.
No.
I knew it was coming from a
You
burner
don't
phone.
want to know the answer.
No,
because,
I do.
No, you said I came. That's why I came here, because I wanted to know the truth.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you the truth, and you don't want to know it. Did you know that the documents you signed, which is an ownership of inheritance in 2019?
I took it as just a joke.
Just a joke.
Yeah.
Wow.
To get your signature.
Right.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
mean,
Where's the joke?
I don't know, just always doing stuff like that.
We didn't even know about that.
When you look at the $850 million dollars is spelled wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's a phony document.
Oh, I knew it was. I didn't take it serious.
He sent you phony documents. He sent you a phony ring. And he's
Everything's been
using
phony.
untraceable phone numbers.
Exactly.
He had you actually in correspondence with his lawyer.
Oh, yeah, and that was a fake attorney.
So if everything about this is phony, what makes you think he's not?
That's why I'm here.
Well,
to
now
find
you
out
know.
who it is.
It's a scammer, most likely out of Nigeria. Do you believe that it's not Post Malone?
Well, I appreciate you finding out, but yeah, in a way, no. No, I'm not saying this because I'm in love with him. That's not what I'm saying. Until we find, and let me have the neurology test.
Okay.
It comes back okay, I'm still gonna find out what's going on with my phone because they told me I'd never find it.
Well, but isn't that what someone would say if they didn't want you to find out they were scamming you?
Exactly.
Well, yeah, I get that.
You will see the neurologist and get evaluated.
I will.
Okay, that's all I ask at this point. That's a big step, okay?
Yep.
All
But
right.
I'm telling you, people that's got money, they can buy a lot of things out of Japan and Korea.
My relationship with Nikki Sixx is a solid, good friendship. And we have great communication between each other.
This person that Tina believes is Nikki Sixx has never wanted to meet up with her, doesn't want to fly her out anywhere, doesn't come to see her, also will not video call or video chat with her. The audio and video does not work.
We speak 8 to 10 times in a day, mainly through text. He can't talk on the phone because his management won't allow it. So when we first started talking, I had doubts.
But that all changed when he sent her a picture holding his driver's license. She completely bought it, and I did not think that it was real at all.
One time Nikki did video chat with me. It was for a brief second. It was hard to tell what he was saying because we couldn't get the audio to work. He hung up and texted me, "Did you at least see me?"
I am constantly trying to tell her that the person she's talking to is not the real Nikki Sixx. This whole situation is so incredibly absurd.
Nikki does know that I'm appearing on the Dr. Phil show. I specifically asked him if he would admit that he is talking to me, and he said yes.
Just like the Nikki Sixx situation, my friend Tina believes that she is in a relationship with rocker Bret Michaels. I am convinced that she is being catfished by someone pretending to be him.
I love Bret Michaels and he loves me. Because I am a larger woman, she feels that I am not the typical rock star girlfriend type.
The man she thinks is Bret Michaels says everything from, I want to be with you, you're my world. He loves her, wants to always be with her.
He says sweet things. He's like a hopeless romantic. After 3 weeks of talking back and forth, he said he was falling in love with me. When he said that to me, I felt kind of like a schoolgirl, kind of giddyish. It was pretty great.
Tina has even said that Bret Michaels has proposed to her and the two of them are engaged.
Several months ago, we were talking and he had us take the oath over the Bible that we would be devoted to each other. After we took the oath, he proposed to me and I said yes.
So you claim that you are involved with two of the biggest rock icons on the globe, Bret Michaels and Nikki Sixx. That's like lightning in a bottle twice.
Okay.
How do you think that happened?
I have no clue.
How did they find you?
It was on Instagram.
When they both started allegedly talking to you, did you question it?
Yes.
And how did you test out the authenticity of it?
Well, Nikki had sent his driver's license, and so me and my daughter did a reverse search on his driver's license. The same thing with Bret.
Okay. And what did that tell you?
That usually if you do a reverse image, you can find if those images have been used for a scam or something.
Did that legitimize it for you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And Vivian, what'd you think about it?
I didn't think that they were real at all. I thought there were some mistakes in the printing and in the lettering.
Yeah. Did you think so?
No.
Okay, well, you see there's a reflection off of his glasses that suggest that he's in a, like he's in a room or something, right?
Right.
Because you can see a lot of things, but the background is a complete whiteout. He's not in a room, which suggested to me that it might be photoshopped. And the ID info is completely blurred. Now, you claim that Bret knows about this taping, and there's a text message between Tina and the person that claims to be Bret about appearing on the show. And you said, if the producer from Dr. Phil asks if we talk, what are you going to say? And the person that Tina claims is Bret says, I'll tell her we are talking. And then you say, and if she asks, do you love her? The person claiming to be Bret says, I will tell the whole world I love you, honey. There was a meet and greet form that you got, a writer that was sent to you from the person that claims to be Nikki.
Right.
Okay, and it asked for beneficiary and next of kin. Why do you think it would ask for beneficiary and next of kin?
Because you're meeting with the celebrity and sometimes there's risk with it.
To who?
You could have risk to yourself or to the celebrity that you're meeting.
Well, I've never thought of that. Because I've done meet and greets all over the world. And I have a thing that people fill out, but I've never asked for anybody's next of kin or beneficiary. And this meet and greet with the person that Tina claims is Nikki is $4,300.
That is what I was told, yes.
I don't know what it costs to go to a Dr. Phil meet and greet, but it's not $4,300. But I'm not Nikki Sixx either. So here's a text that Tina claims is Nikki asking for money. Now, this is on January 6th, so not long ago. Tina, are you pushing the payment because I'm going on the show? Sweetheart, I know you will be busy. Tina, because why? It may be the last time or what? And the person that you claim is Nikki says, no, so the management can see you are more serious than they think, and we will have a long-time relationship. And you say, well, I'll be driving and not really on my phone. Tell management that. And the person that Tina claims is Nikki says, well, you making a payment won't take you 5 minutes. For somebody that gets $4,300 for a meet and greet, does it seem like they would need money?
No.
So that, I mean, I'm just appealing to your logic. Now, there's a confirmed scammer text that was to you, and a confirmed scammer said, hi, fan, it's Bret. You said, hello, and this confirmed scammer, Nikki has explained a lot to me, and you said, yes. And the confirmed scammer said, he said you're a victim of those imposters. How would that scammer know about Nikki?
That I'm not sure.
Unless they're both scammers. Now, Nikki and his lovely wife, Courtney, are also good friends of Robin and myself, so it was pretty easy to get to the bottom of Tina's claims. Joining us now are Nikki and Courtney Sixx.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys, how are you?
What's going on? Hey, Tina.
Hello.
Hey, Robin.
You've been listening to us talk to Tina, and I'll get right to the point. Nikki, have you ever met, talked to, text with, interacted, had any contact with Tina ever whatsoever in any way for any reason at any time in your life ever?
No, absolutely not. The first time that I heard about this was when we talked about it, and we wanted to, come on together and let you know that whoever you're talking to is not me, and I'm sorry that this is happening to you. Watching the show and how Dr. Phil is trying to break it all down for you, it's heartbreaking for us, and it's not funny, and it's cruel, and you seem like a very nice person.
Do you have any doubts whatsoever that you've never talked to Nikki Sixx before?
No, not now. I have no doubt. I just really wanted the truth.
Yeah, because it victimizes you and Nikki and Courtney both.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, all three of y'all are victims to this. Their stolen identity and you being scams. Now, we just talked to Nikki Sixx and his lovely wife, Courtney. Now, Bret Michaels is a rock icon selling millions of albums worldwide. He is also dedicated to keeping scammers from hurting the fans he loves. Now, when he heard about Tina's story, he jumped at the chance to make this message specifically for her. Take a look.
Dr. Phil, this is Bret Michaels, the real Bret Michaels, inside my real house. And first, I want to thank you for having me on the show and handling this epidemic that is going on during the pandemic. These imposters that are going after innocent people like Tina, who is on your show right now, and other people, that they will not stop during this pandemic. People are vulnerable. I feel that people right now are isolated. There's confusion because of the pandemic, and that is the perfect time for these scumbags, scammers, con artists, and imposters to come after innocent people. So I'm just telling everyone, please, please be really, really aware of all these scams that are going on right now.
Okay, so now you've heard from Nikki and from Bret. Is there any stone left unturned in your mind?
No, I was scammed, and I admit it.
Recently, I got a direct message from Jeffrey Dean Morgan, the actor from Walking Dead, via social media. He's all, "Hi, fan." I'm like, "Hi." I asked him why he texted me, and he said because he liked my profile, he liked my name. My name was the Morgana. His account wasn't verified because it was a fan account. Jeffrey told me that he used the account to talk to his fans online. I did tell him that I hated his character, Negan, because he reminded me of my father, and it scared the crap out of me.
My Aunt Terry told me she had a boyfriend, and it was the actor Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I laughed it off, but I didn't realize she believed it was true.
Things moved really, really quickly, and much to my dismay, I fell in love. He even started talking about marriage. He was very kind, he was very thoughtful. I was consumed by him. I'd do anything in the world for him. I gave him about $8,000 worth of iTunes cards because he was building our future. My hypothesis is Jeffrey Dean Morgan is a character actor and he doesn't have a whole lot of money. I trusted him, so I gave him all of my bank account, passwords, and all of my information on all of my social media, everything. He literally controlled my life. Recently, Jeffrey began depositing money in my bank account. He did like $3,900, then he did $4,000, then he did $5,000. He said they were for a client's pharmaceutical school fees in China. And then I would receive the money and I would then forward it on. I know now that I was unwittingly money laundering. The police told me that it was a witless scam. The investigation is ongoing at this time. I feel like a victim in all of this. I would really like to know if Jeffrey Dean Morgan is truly involved in the situation because I want answers to this scam.
From April to August here, you have sent Jeffrey $8,000 in iTunes cards.
Yes, sir.
And most people may not know, but iTunes cards is a very fluent currency. I mean, people can exchange money through iTunes cards because you can spend them on the internet.
Every time I gave him money, he always, on the internet, it was always seemed to be like, there was my proof. On social media, there's my proof, there's my proof, there's my proof.
What do you mean there's your proof?
Proof of like what I spent the money for, like on different projects he would do.
But he was telling you that he needed money because he was doing philanthropic things, right?
No, he told me he was putting the money aside to leave his wife.
Well, that's philanthropic. If you're going to leave her money, I mean, I thought he was saying that he was...
Basically what he told me was that he was using the money to build a nest egg for us. He was working on all these projects.
All right, so now, early September...
yeah, that wasn't actually...
You gave him your bank account details and passwords.
Yep.
And he deposited money in your account. He's not asking for money, he's giving you money. 3 times in your account.
Yeah, what the hell is that all about?
$3,900, $4,000, $5,000. And so you sent $11,900, which is this amount, via Western Union MoneyGram to China. And a 50, 60-year-old Indian man in a red car had you under surveillance for 4 days. Now, how did you know about this guy?
Oh, because he was sitting outside of my house every time the check was in my account. And so, like, I would go to the bank, and first I went there, and I didn't want to pull out the 20 grand he put in because I was too afraid to have that much money on my body. So then I turned it into a cashier's check and put it back in my account. And
who did you think this guy was?
This guy? I have no idea.
But all of a sudden somebody's watching you?
Yeah, it kind of freaked me out.
What, did you take a picture of the car? Did you get a license plate?
No, because he disappeared before I even thought about it.
Okay. Then, September 24, Jeffrey deposits $20,000 into your account. You withdrew the bank. This is when you got the cashier's check for $19,000. Then you got concerned, so you redeposited the cashier's check back into the same account, but you withdrew $5,000 in cash.
Right, because he wanted me to go to a Bitcoin to do it, and I couldn't find. Guy was driving for 2 nights looking for some stupid Bitcoin that never existed. He was so ignorant. That's what I'm like, how could he be a professional criminal? No one's this stupid.
Well, so the next day, but you do find one.
Huh?
You do find one the next day because you converted the 5,000
Well, I did, yeah, I actually did find one. But this bonehead was telling me, go to here, go here, go here.
So the bonehead you're talking about is
yeah, bonehead Maroney.
Is Jeffrey? Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. So now the bank account gets frozen. 2 days later, they freeze your bank account. There's an investigation launched for bank fraud allegations, and you call the police because you want to be transparent about this whole thing.
Heck yeah.
Okay, and I want to make. Let me say that. Let me say that again, really clear. She wanted to be transparent about this whole thing. She called the police here. So if an investigation is going on, I want to make it real clear. She called the police. She wanted to be transparent about this. So anybody that's investigating any kind of bank fraud or money laundering or scam, people that are involved in that, they don't call the police and ask for an investigation. Victims call the police and ask for an investigation. She's the victim, not the perpetrator. This is Terry's phone, which we sent to our private investigator. So we have.
I was fine with that.
Yeah, we have private investigators that we use that are very, very sophisticated in cyber technology and cyber crimes. We did this because Terry gave her passwords to Jeffrey, who changed them and locked her out of all of her own accounts.
Yeah.
Now, the private investigator, with Terry's permission, accessed her account and eventually struck up a conversation with Jeffrey.
Oh my God.
Oh my. No way,
Really? Yeah, way.
Really?
Struck up a conversation with this Jeffrey. So we're wanting, of course, to find out everything we can about this individual. We want to know who, where, what, how,
and when's
why.
he going to jail?
Yeah, we want to know all of that. So first off, we wanted to know where this person really is.
Yeah.
So on Tuesday, October 2nd, our private investigator was able to start a conversation with Jeffrey on Google Hangout, which is the place that he got you to go.
That's amazing.
But Jeffrey is smart and was attempting to hide his location using what is called a proxy server, which is based in Germany. Now, a proxy server is something where you bounce around the signal so it doesn't show where you're from. However, we are smarter.
Wow.
And after managing to get around that proxy server, we traced Jeffrey's exact location. Oh my God. And despite what Terry thinks, Jeffrey is not in California. He is 7,838 miles away in West Africa.
I knew it.
In a small town called Ekpoma. Now, Ekpoma is in Nigeria. Nigeria. Now, as you probably have heard, Nigeria is the absolute hotbed of catfish scams
Well, I
where,
don't know about catfish, but I know that they do a lot of scamming
well,
and things of that nature.
you now know because I'm telling you, it's where a lot of these catfish scams come out of. And what happens is they're in workrooms over there. They might have 50 different people they're working at one time.
I told you, this is a business. They have call centers for this.
It just so freaks me out.
And the actual name associated with this is not Jeffrey, it's Ori Mungahe. And Ori Mungahe Ola. And we found just 3 people with this name, and each of them live in Nigeria. I'm telling you that all of these phone calls, all of these text messages, all of this chatter you've been having going back and forth with this person on Hangout have been originating out of a small village in Nigeria.
Wow. I want to beat him to death.
Okay, now Terry claims that she sent money to Aerotex Global Investment on behalf of Jeffrey. No business name is listed on Google or anywhere else that we could find under Aerotex Global Investment. The business just simply does not exist. They just made the name up.
Oh my God.
The red flags that were overlooked here is that you were asked for money soon after meeting this person. You were asked for personal information even though they never met. You were asked for bank account information even though they never met. He asked her to accept wire transfers, asked her to send MoneyGrams overseas to strangers, made excuses not to meet, talked about marriage even though they've never met. I mean, these are classic red flags, and I say that for everybody at home. Look, if it's too good to be true, it's just probably not true. And
Very true.
even though your heart may want something to be true, you just have to know.
But what's interesting though, because my therapist and I worked with this, and she didn't ask me any of this. This is interesting. She didn't say any of this stuff.
Why wouldn't your therapist ask you any of this stuff?
Though? I don't know.
I mean, she's a medical professional, isn't she?
Right.
Hey, don't be dishing my therapist, man.
Hey, listen, everybody contributes something, right? Everybody contributes something, and
But see, she didn't. This is the thing. She didn't ask me because that was the one question I wanted to ask you as a therapist. Which once I take my clinical exam and hopefully don't go to prison, I will be a licensed therapist, and I wanted to know how to help my clients not be an idiot like me. I mean, I'm highly intelligent. Highly intelligent.
Okay, we brought you here not to humiliate you, but to, to help you.
you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. And this is one of those times that you learn. It's not win or lose, it's win or learn. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.